Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Gemini for the month of August. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you here in this brand new month of August 2025. As always, I do hope that your July was amazing, and I hope August is even better for you. All right, let's go ahead and get all of the cards out here, get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. All right. All right, Gemini, so we actually have 3 of the 4 possible court cards in the suit of wands. Interesting. See how that plays into the reading here. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You do have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, you know, some of you here are really going to want to trust your intuition this month as it relates to, I think, a career situation or another person. I'm seeing a ton of people showing up in your reading. 3, 4, 5 people, court cards, plus this one would be 6. Okay, this is a major card of intuition in the tarot. This can also connect to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams this month. I would also say that the Queen of Cups is the traditional therapist in the tarot. So, you may find if traditional therapy is not for you, you may find that you are speaking to people that you really can trust as well. This is usually a trusted person, the Queen of Cups, somebody who's a very good listener. Okay, so you may find some comfort in having a heart-to-heart conversation or speaking with somebody that that can really listen to you in this month. But let's go ahead and let's try to dive in here, see what else is coming forward for you in this month here, Gemini. Okay, so yes, I have to absolutely get all of the cards right. All right, so Gemini, as I stated, we do have the 3 of the 4 court cards in the suit of wands, which doesn't always happen, right? And then also 5 of the cards of the possible 9 here, not including the bottom, are court cards. Right, so court cards can be people in the tarot. It can be a number of things, but I'm thinking this month you're going to have like a lot of, there's going to be a lot of energy from people, okay? Gemini, you may have people pulling you in this direction, pulling you in that direction. You may have to give your attention to people, to multiple people in this month. So what I would say is try to, throughout all of this, take some time for yourself. Okay, take some time, like even if it's 10 minutes a day, right? Do something, because you might be quite busy this month, all right, with other people. So try to really carve out, just even if it's 5-10 minutes for yourself, doing something you like, even when you're drinking coffee or whatever in the morning, sit with your thoughts and, or even just do something that you want to be doing in this month, okay? Because, yeah, I think that this is a potential situation for you. Now, right away in the middle, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, it asks you to look at your habits and routines potentially, okay? So where are you diverting your attention, right? Where are you giving your attention this month? Are you giving it to Netflix? Are you giving it to YouTube? Are you giving it to TikTok? Are you giving it to other people? Where is your attention going, okay, in this month? And what habits are supporting your growth? What habits are not supporting your growth in this month? Take a look at that, because this person is successful in the tarot, okay? Like the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands is successful through their habits, the routines, okay? What else here about the Queen of Pentacles? This is also a trusted person usually in the tarot. Queen of Pentacles and Cups. Cups is more of a listener. Queen of Pentacles is more somebody who's going to kind of tell you how it is, right? Like give you trusted advice or wise counsel on something as well. So let's go ahead and let's get into this first column here. You have the Hierophant, the 7 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. All right, so you do have a retrograde card. I will just, friendly reminder, we've got a retrograde until August 11th. I've been saying to like just about everyone that it feels like for August, like August 15th, a couple days before, a couple days after, things are going to start to progress. Things are going to start to speed ahead. It'll be like the energy is going to pick up. Okay, it's going to feel more of like a breakthrough around that time. So just one thing to point out there: Page of Swords, it may indicate a delay, may indicate communication with another person that you want to be careful around, especially because of the Seven of Swords. Maybe take caution around communication here, particularly at the start of the month with the Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords. Seven of Swords is the opposite of trust, right? The Seven of Swords is somebody that you don't necessarily feel safe around. And when I use the word safe, I mean in terms of your trust, okay? Because this person is stealing swords, right? This person's stealing swords. So with this Seven of Swords, this can also talk about like a strategy or a game plan. But I would say, actually, with this Seven of Swords, the fact that it's around people cards, I would just really, really trust what you feel around conversations that you have with people. Is somebody trying to take advantage of you on a certain situation or gain an advantage over you on a situation? What's going on here? And the intention of this reading is to not make you suspicious. Okay, just to be very clear, it's not to make you suspicious of others, but if you have a vibe, okay, particularly around an earth sign or fire sign, yeah, it could be an air sign too, but earth sign, fire sign, just throwing that out there, okay? I would also say maybe connected to the elders in your life as well. The Hierophant is an elder. It can connect your elders in life, okay? The Hierophant is the old guard, So there may be a conversation with an elder or something along these lines that you want to just take caution around, okay? I know that's very specific. But then the Hierophant may also talk about spirituality as well. It can be formal religions, but it can also just be your spirituality generally. Also represents tradition. So where am I going with this? Well, I think it's something connected to another person here. Okay, this person may be older, maybe not, but yeah, let's go ahead. Let's move into the middle column here. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So the Five of Pentacles, it is a card that may indicate loss in the tarot, okay? I would be very careful where you're placing money this month that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give financial advice. It's just something I have to say. But it's showing up in the cards here with the Seven of Swords indicating maybe some like stealing type of energy or, something like that with the Five of Pentacles. The idea here is be very careful about kind of like the cards are asking you to like be careful about where you place the money this month, or like kind of looking at spending even potentially here. Some of you may need to make a larger purchase. The Queen of Pentacles showing up there is like, okay, be wise with kind of like where you're putting your, how you're spending your hard-earned money, that sort of thing, because the Queen of Pentacles may even be somebody who's frugal. Or just somebody at the very least who's wise on, where they spend or how they spend. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and it could even be a financial advisor. The Queen of Pentacles could be. So some of you may be even getting like advice from somebody who can give you advice, legitimate advice around that as well. But yeah, there's something connected to the money here that you want to just take a little caution around. It's certainly not doom and gloom, but it is showing up. Okay, and you want to trust your gut. There is something about taking counsel from people this month in however form that takes for you, okay, or however form that shows up for you. It may be like emotional counsel or financial counsel or business counsel, whatever the case may be here. Something like this is showing up here in the cards. What was the other thing I was going to say here? I would also... Yeah, some of you may be taking on some lending here as well. The Hierophant may indicate large institutions, okay, in the tarot. So, some of you are thinking about like, okay, what are the terms of this? Like, what's the interest rate look like? What are the terms? I know these are boring things, but it's showing up in the cards. Okay, it's just like this is a real life reading, right? Okay, so then moving beyond that, you do have the King of Wands, which I like here. The King of Wands, it is somebody who is an entrepreneur. This is somebody who's in a high position, usually in career or business situations. This is somebody who's very, very wise. They have a keen business sense about them, okay? This is the entrepreneur, and this is somebody who's exciting, adventurous. You always want to talk to the King of Wands. You know, it's somebody you always want to like spend your time with, and because they always have a story to tell. So, yeah, you may even be taking that energy on here because really the only air sign that I see is this Page of Swords, which I think is more so about like communication or news, something like that, that may be coming in here. So let's go ahead and let's move to the final column. You have the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Page of Wands. There is an offer that's showing up here. Okay, you've got double pages. Pages can represent offers, messages, or opportunities in the tarot. And usually the Page of Wands is a job offer or a career opportunity, something along these lines. It's definitely the card I like to see for people who are on the job hunt, and so forth and so on. So, you know, it's definitely a nice card to see here. With the Knight of Wands, this is the Jack of all trades in the tarot. This is somebody who has a wide skill set. This is also a card I see when people move. Okay, so there may be something connected to like purchasing a home or changing the home, something like this here, as we, you know, really talked about a lot about like financial stuff here to start this reading off. Finally, you have the High Priestess, which is another card of intuition here, okay? And there may be even something hidden going on here as well, something you may not see. This seems to be pretty decent because it is, because it is surrounded by the Knight and the Page of Wands here. So, by the way, I should say, like, two cards, which maybe three cards are more challenging cards, that's not going to make the reading. I would say, first, there are just so many people showing up here. Okay, there's something about getting counsel, something about getting, like, advice. But I would also say that I love to see these Wands cards, Page, Knight, King, typically in a reading, because to me it means that you're like making some sort of progress, or you're maybe even elevating your position in your career if you have a 9-to-5, or in your business if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner. These are typically good signs that I like to see in a reading, but it's just interesting because, so that is good. It's just interesting that because one of the things I want to bring forward for you is to really trust your intuition around any business dealings or things that you're signing off on. Okay, maybe even things that you're purchasing here that are of a bigger nature, right? I'm not talking about your Amazon order. Okay, I'm talking about something else, okay, here. So, yeah, that's just something that I want to throw out there. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Oracle cards. Let's see what's coming forward for you in the Oracle messages here, Gemini. And we're also just now going to move into the clarifications portion. So we'll start off with these Oracle cards, all right? Okay. All right. Energy on the bottom. Wow, you have Traveler. Move in a new direction. Okay, amazing. So not only is the Knight of Wands a travel moving card, but it is a travel card as well. So we do maybe see some signs of that showing up here in the reading, but it could also just generally be referring to the fact that some of you are moving in a new direction in your situation this month. You do have Autumn, release the old and rest. It's right around the corner here, right? We're looking at August, so enjoy summer while it lasts, depending on where you are in the world, but yeah, it's right around the corner. Then you have Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Isn't that interesting? So we've been talking about money situations here. I'll be interested to see if we get the Six of Pentacles showing up, because that's about your exchange of money. You then have Seer, see beyond the current situation, as well as Guardian Angel, you are not alone. And finally, another Elder's card here. Wise One, right? You see the Elder on the card. Grow within your current situation, okay? So, I definitely like to see the Guardian Angel. To me, that suggests that you are pretty well spiritually protected here, you know, in any sort of business dealings or things that you need to maybe sign off on. It's just that what's kind of making that a little challenging is the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in this, in the original 9 cards. This idea of seeing beyond the current situation, there is this idea of like a seer, right? This person can't see, but they're using their crystal ball, whatever, to scry into the future, right? You can see that the shade is blocking their eyes there. And so you have this idea of, with the High Priestess and this Seer card, of maybe not exactly, there may be something hidden, okay, there, or some secret or something like this that's showing up for you in this month of August as well. So why don't we go ahead and let's move into the tarot clarifications and see what's coming forward for you in the tarot cards here, okay? So let's see what we have. All right. Now, Gemini, as always, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And yeah, as always, I do hope things are going well for you. All right. Let's go ahead and see what is in the tarot cards here. All right, so you have the Temperance card, you have the World, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Temperance card, the World, and the Three of Pentacles. So the Temperance card is all about tranquility and healing. It's a very positive message. It even asks you to look at like balance and moderation in your life, and I think that is maybe the key theme here of this reading, which is there's something about balance and moderation. Moderation being the word. Okay, as I see that Five of Pentacles, as I see the Seven of Swords, double, triple, quadruple check. Things that you're signing off on this month, agreements that you're undertaking, okay? Yeah, that's certainly in this reading. You then here have the World, okay? The World, it does represent, the World represents a major completion in one's life. So I like to see that that is with the Seven of Swords here, okay? It is a travel card as well, so we've got like 3 signs of a travel message. So some of you may be engaging in that, but this is more about like success and certainty. All right, so actually this is a great card to have found clarifying the Seven of Swords. Okay, definitely like to see that because it can really indicate success, certainty, and also the end of something or the completion of something. Typically very good, okay, in one's life. You then here have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so could this be about a colleague situation? Could you be engaged in some sort of like difficult or challenging conversation with a colleague? Potentially. Let's see what else we have. The King of Cups, Death card, and the Knight of Wands again. Okay. There is a change on the horizon here for you, Gemini. There is. With the Death card, and now we've got double Knights. We've got the World. The Death card is not something I want you to be afraid of. It is just simply signifying a major change in one's life that's coming in that you cannot control, or a transformation. Okay, and you do get to control the transformation, but usually the Death card is one of those things where it's sort of out of your hands, right? Sometimes in life we have changes that are just happening, right? That are just happening. And there's some new energy coming in. There's some new updates, new timelines here that are happening for you here with the Hierophant and the Death card here. And you may need to do something in a different way, okay? With the Seven of Swords, the Death card, the High Priestess the Hierophants indicating tradition. Okay, but what I would say is, now that I said the High Priestess and the Hierophant, these cards really indicate spirituality, or they can indicate spirituality in the tarot. So I would say if that there is some sort of like spiritual practice that brings you comfort, okay, in your life in whatever form that may be, to maybe you may find some success in like spending some time doing that spiritual practice, okay, this month as well, as there are some changes that are on the horizon here. I don't think that they are necessarily negative, okay? I just see that the change is here. You then have the Knight of Wands with the King of Wands. So much fire energy here, especially as it connects to the people in your life, okay? The people in your life here. And again, yeah, there could absolutely be a move on the horizon here. I feel like I have been saying that for Gemini for a long time, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems to always come in. You seem to always get the Knight of Wands in my readings recently. Yeah, it's very interesting. But if nothing else, the Knight of Wands is like an energy of quick moving excitement. Like being adventurous as well can come forward with the Knight of Wands. Let's see what else we have. We have the Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, another Knight. So and then the Two of Wands. So knights represent events, okay, in the tarot. They can represent people or they can represent events. And the Knight of Pentacles, it can represent a financial event here or a financial situation here. Again, with the High Priestess, it feels like something's a little bit hidden, right? Something's a little bit hidden, or it's not necessarily obvious. It's kind of in the dark right now. But usually the Knight of Pentacles says that you have worked hard for this event that's coming in. Usually the Knight of Pentacles is a very positive card, indicating that you have some sort of like result that is coming in for you. Okay, that's generally pretty good. Okay, with the Seven of Cups here and the Knight of Wands, you're a little bit confused about this move or this change or this shift in direction, or you know, like what's going on here. Okay, you have a ton of options with that Seven of Cups, which is a good thing. Seven of Cups indicating that you have so many options available. That's definitely a good message with that Seven of Cups. And then you have the Two of Wands, which does indicate potential. And if you see here, you see the world in the palm of their hands, okay, indicating that the entire world is in front of them. You do have the World card, okay, here. So what I would like to say is, even for those of you who are looking for jobs, or you're looking for some communication to come through in your inbox or whatever the case may be, it feels like there is great potential around this, okay, in this month. So yeah, let's see what is on the bottom here. You do have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands may ask you to stand your ground, and you know, if there's some competition present, which there might be, okay, there might be some competition present, to stick to what you believe in and know that you can handle and deal with and work through any sort of competition that is kind of on your plate during this period of time. Really trust your intuition here. I know I keep saying that, but it's something I want to really relay to you with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, and also that King of Cups showing up here. There is a completion, okay? There is some sort of success here. It just feels like the success is coming with change as well with the Death card, and there's also a little bit of confusion around it with the Seven of Cups. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at what is in the Kipper cards here for you. Okay. All right. Okay, you have Mature Man. There's another Elder card. You have the Wealthy Man, Message, Courthouse, Bad Health, and Sudden Wealth. Wow. Sudden Wealth and Wealthy Man, great combination usually. It may indicate that something's hitting for you, so to speak. But I would also suggest that be wary of get-rich-quick schemes, okay, in this month ahead, for sure. If something feels too good to be true, that's just, it is a bit of a warning here. But overall, I would say, you know, this Wealthy Man is at the end of a successful trading day. You do have this idea of like sudden energy or something suddenly changing or something suddenly appearing here. This is good, okay? This is really good. You then have Message and Bad Health. Okay, there may be some communication going on here. Usually I look at the Bad Health card as like the health of a situation. As a reader, I don't necessarily like to portray or foretell like health stuff. It's just because like tarot readings can become self-fulfilling prophecies. So yeah, it's just, it's more so like the health of a situation here. Something may be changing for you, okay? You see the document here in the courthouse, okay, that the person is holding. And then also the message. So some of you, there may be paperwork that's coming in for you during this period of time, and you can't even make it up. You do have House on the bottom. You seem to get the House card. You seem to get the Knight of Wands all the time. So, Gemini, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.